Take care. Have a good night.
You too.
I mean this in the nicest and most respectful way. You're an asshole. So.
No,
Only
it's,
sometimes.
it's great work. It's great working with you, Ryan. It really is. It really is. Yeah.
Get home safe, guys.
And then
Hi,
take
Mark.
care.
Take care.
Very good, Ryan. Have a good weekend.
Yeah.
Let me get on book for you guys.
Thank you.
2, 4, 1, 6. Okay, got it. All right, ready? You guys rip whenever you're ready.
Well,
Well, I guess it must be pretty late, and you're tired.
how will you get home?
I'll walk over to Bourbon and catch an owl car.
Is that streetcar named Desire still grinding along the tracks at this hour?
I'm afraid you haven't had much fun out of this evening, Blanche.
Spoiled it for you.
No, you didn't. But all the time, I just felt like I wasn't giving you much entertainment.
I simply couldn't rise to the occasion, that was all. I don't think I've ever tried so hard to be gay and made such a dismal mess of it.
Why did you try if you didn't feel like it, Blanche?
I was just obeying the law of nature.
Which law is that?
The one that says the lady must entertain the gentleman or no dice. See if you can find my door key in this purse. When I'm so tired, my fingers are all thumbs.
Is it?
No, honey, that's the key to my trunk, which I must soon be packing.
You mean you're leaving pretty soon now?
I've outstayed my welcome.
Is it?
Eureka! You get the door open while I take one last look at the sky. I'm looking for the Pleiades, the Seven Sisters. These girls are not out tonight. Oh, yes, they are. There they are. God bless them. All in a bunch, coming home from their little bridge party. Did you get the door open? Oh, good boy. I guess you want to go now.
Can I kiss you goodnight?
Why do you always ask me if you may?
Don't know whether you want me to or not.
Why should you be so doubtful?
The other night when we parked the car by the lake and I
Oh,
kissed you, you...
Honey, it wasn't the kiss I objected to. I liked the kiss very much. It was the other little familiarity that I felt obliged to discourage. Oh, I didn't resent it. Not a bit in the world. In fact, I was somewhat flattered that you desired me. But honey, you know as well as I do that a single girl, a girl alone in the world, has to keep a firm hold on her emotions or she'll be lost.
Lost?
I guess you are used to girls that like to be lost. The kind that get lost immediately on the first date.
I'd like you to be exactly the way you are because in all my experience, I have never known anyone like you. Are you laughing at me?
No. No, honey, no, I'm not laughing at you. The Lord and Lady of the house have not yet returned. So come on in. We'll have a nightcap. Let's leave the lights off, shall we? This crashing around in the dark is my search for some liquor.
Oh, you want a drink?
I want you to have a drink. You've been so anxious and solemn all evening, and so have I. We've both been so anxious and solemn, and so now for these few last remaining moments of our lives together, I want to create joie de vivre. I'm lighting a candle.
That's good.
We are going to be very bohemian. We are going to pretend this is a little artist cafe in the left bank in Paris. Je suis la dame, Camellia. Vous êtes allemand? Do you understand French?
No, I don't understand French.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Vous ne comprenez pas? Oh, quel dommage. I mean, it's a damn good thing. Oh, I found some liquor. Just enough for 2 shots without any dividends.
Oh, that's good.
Oh. Is it sit down? Sorry.
Well, oh, the line?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Sit down, yeah, why don't you take off
Yeah,
your coat?
sorry. Sit down. Why don't you take off your coat and loosen your collar?
No, I better leave it on.
No, I want you to be comfortable.
No, I'm ashamed of the way I perspire. My shirt is sticking to me, and
Perspiration is healthy. People didn't perspire, they would die in 5 minutes. This is a nice coat. What kind of material is it?
they call that stuff alpaca.
Oh, alpaca.
It's a very lightweight alpaca.
Lightweight alpaca.
I don't like to wear a wash coat even in summer because I sweat right through it.
Oh.
And it don't look neat on me. A man with a heavy build has got to be careful of what he puts on him so that he don't look too clumsy.
You are not too heavy.
You don't think I am?
You are not the delicate type. You have a massive bone structure and a very imposing physique.
I thank you. Last Christmas I was given a membership to the New Orleans Athletic Club.
Oh, good.
And it was the finest present I ever was given. I work out with the weights and I swim and I keep myself fit. When I started there, my belly was soft. But now, my belly is hard. In fact, it is so hard, a man can punch me in the belly and I won't feel it. Punch me. Go on.
Gracious!
Oh, Blanche, guess how much I weigh?
Oh, I'd say in the vicinity of 165 pounds.
No, guess again.
Not that much?
No, more.
Well, you're a tall man. You can carry a good deal of weight without looking awkward.
I weigh 180 pounds and I am 5 feet 9 and 1/2 inches tall. And that's without shoes on. And that is what I weigh stripped.
Oh my goodness me, it's awe-inspiring.
My weight is not a very interesting subject to talk about. What's yours?
My weight?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me lift you.
Oh, Samson, go ahead, lift me.
Oh, you are as light as a feather.
Oh, you may release me now.
Huh?
I said on a hand, mister. Now, Mitch. Oh, just because Stanley and Stella aren't at home is no reason why you shouldn't behave like a gentleman.
Just slap me or something when I step out of bounds.
Oh, that won't be necessary. You're a natural gentleman, one of the very few remaining in the world. I don't want you to think that I am old maid school teacherish or severe. I guess it's just that I have old-fashioned ideals.
Where are Stanley and Stella tonight?
They've gone out with Mr. and Mrs. Hubble upstairs.
Where did they go?
Oh, I think they were planning to go to a midnight preview at Low State.
We should all go out together some night.
No, that wouldn't be a good idea.
Why not?
You are an old friend of Stanley's.
Sure.
I guess he talks to you frankly.
He was together in the 241st.
Has he talked to you about me?
Not very much.
The way you say that, I suspect that he has.
No, He hasn't said much.
But what he has said, what would you say his attitude toward me was?
Why do you ask that, Blanche?
Well,
Don't you get along with him?
what do you think?
I think he don't understand you.
That is putting it mildly. If it weren't for Stella about to have a baby, I wouldn't be able to endure things here.
He isn't nice to you?
He's insufferably rude. Goes out of his way to offend me.
Lie.
In what way?
In what way?
Why, in every conceivable way.
I'm surprised to hear that.
Are you?
Well, I don't see how anybody could be rude to you.
It's really a pretty frightful situation. You see, there's no privacy here. There's just these portieres between the two rooms. He stalks through the rooms in his underwear at night, and I have to ask him to close the bathroom door. That sort of calmness isn't necessary. You probably wonder why I don't move out. Well, I'll tell you frankly. A school teacher's salary is barely sufficient for her living expenses. I didn't save a penny last year. That's why I had to come here for the summer, and why I have to put up with my sister's husband. And he has to put up with me, apparently so much against his wishes. Surely he must have told you how much he hates me.
No, I don't think he hates
Oh,
you.
he hates me, or why does he insult me? First time I laid eyes on him, I said to myself, that man is my executioner. That man will destroy me unless
Blanche, Blanche,
Yes, Mom. Yeah, yes.
can I ask you a question?
Yes, what?
How old are you?
Why do you want to know?
I told my mother about you, and she said, how old is Blanche?
You told your mother about me?
Yes,
Why?
because I told her how nice you were. And I liked you.
Were you sincere about that?
You know I was.
Why did your mother want to know my age?
Mother is sick.
I'm sorry to hear it. Badly?
She won't live long. Maybe a few months, and she worries because I'm not settled. She wants me to be settled down before she...
You love her very much, don't you? I think you have a great capacity for devotion. You'll be lonely when she passes on. I understand what that is.
To be lonely?
I loved someone too. And the person I loved, I lost.
Dead? A man?
He was a boy. Just a boy. And I was a very young girl. When I was 16, I made the discovery. Love all at once and much, much too completely. It was like you suddenly turned a blinding light on something that had always been half in shadow. That's how it struck the world for me. But I was unlucky. Deluded. There was something different about the boy. A softness, a nervousness, a tenderness which wasn't like a man's. Although he wasn't in the least bit effeminate looking, still, that thing was there. He came to me for help. I didn't know that. I didn't find out anything till after our marriage, when we'd run away and come back, and all I knew was I'd failed him in some mysterious way and couldn't give him the help he needed, but wouldn't speak of. He was drowning in the quicksand he was in the quicksands, clutching at me. But I wasn't holding him out. I was slipping in with him. I didn't know that. I didn't know anything except I loved him unendurably. But without being able to help him or help myself. Then I found out. In the worst of all possible ways. Coming into a room which I thought was empty, but wasn't empty. It had two people in it. The boy I had married and an older man who had been his friend for years. Afterwards, we pretended nothing had happened. Yes, we all drove out to Moon Lake Casino very drunk and laughing all the way. We danced the Vasuviana. Suddenly, in the middle of the dance, the boy I had married broke away from me and ran out of the casino. A few moments later, a shot. I ran out, all ran out and gathered about this terrible thing at the edge of the lake. I couldn't get near for the crowd, and then somebody caught my arm. Don't go any closer, you don't want to see. See what? Then I heard voices saying, Alan, the gray boy. He'd stuck a revolver into his mouth and fired so that the back of his head had been blown away. It was because on the dance floor, unable to stop myself, I'd suddenly said, I know, I saw. You disgust me. And then the searchlight, which had been turned on the world, was turned off again. And never, for one moment since, has there been any light stronger than this kitchen candle.
You need somebody. And I need somebody too. Couldn't it be you and me, Blanche?
Sometimes there's God so quickly.
All excellent. Yeah, but I think a lot of that monologue you're going to want to be up delivering it.
Yeah, we haven't
And then
done it.
I think, yeah, no, we're not worried about blocking.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's so powerful, it's so intense.
Yeah,
You know, he's sitting in the back there, that's great, but you gotta be up here and deliver.
okay.
And then actually, I think there's actually a note in here, he comes behind, puts his hands on your shoulders or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's, you did great, you went through your knee because she was down.
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt you, but
No,
during
thank
it,
you.
I want you out, definitely, because that's
Yeah.
some intense stuff.
Yeah.
Anything you want to go over from it, anything?
I think that went very
It
well.
went
I think
great.
it went
Oh,
really
no,
well
terrific.
too.
Yeah, it's too easy to sit out here and just watch.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it-
Okay.
And I know, when Sharon's here too, I'm sure she'll
Oh,
have
yeah,
ideas
of course.
about what she
Of course.
envisions for the
Yeah,
talking.
but I mean, I was just watching and I'm
But it
just-
felt
I
good
was-
to do
I-
it like
yeah,
that.
the audience is gonna be
to
crying for you to get up there, it's so intense.
Yeah.